Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to my Lucha Underground review for March the 2nd, 2016. Now, tonight, I must say, Lucha Underground remains the best drug on planet Earth. Let's do it, folks. Alright, people. What's going on, people? Here we are, Lucha Underground. We do this on a weekly. For those who don't believe me, I gotta truly show you. Here I am. I don't know. I tried to make some kind of rhyming thing out of it. It didn't work out. But what I do know is we are here. This is Lucha Underground. Well, my Lucha Underground review. This isn't particular Lucha Underground. If it was, I'd be Mad Striker. That would be Vampiro. And I realize I'm pointing to nothing. And I realize this is going nowhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, it's not even worth me saying, well, tonight was a good show. Every week on this show is good. Okay, like I don't just say that. My place. Oh, here's my reasoning. Okay. I had to get my notes. Okay. La 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 la. Okay. So we start this out with Katrina and Mil Muertes, and Mil basically walks up to Katrina and says, "You put them in a match, and you don't put me in there with me." He basically said he would have defended his title against both of them. Yet Katrina says no. Well, yet Katrina, she basically tells him that that's not gonna happen. That wouldn't happen. So then, we've seen this before, and I particularly haven't seen it. I've heard a lot about it, and this is my first time seeing it. So I just, and like normally when you say like what I'm about to say, for no one who's seen this show yet, and they're just gonna watch this and see if they can get like a good feel off of what happened in the show. Please, I do it no justice. The explanation that I'm giving you will do no kind of justice. So we all know how a man will choke a woman and just Mil Muertes takes choking a woman, and Katrina takes her reaction to a whole new level. And Mil basically tells her, injured or not, I would have competed, blah blah blah. And then she basically tells him she has seen him through death. She's seen him through all these things. She's seen him through what the gods tried to get him through. She got him out of that tomb. And, Mil basically picks her up by her throat. One hand, full grip around her throat and neck. Around her freaking throat and neck. And she leaves her feet. And she's not even on the ground anymore. And Mil asks for what he wants. It's like, you're going to give it to me now? And as wrong as that sounded, she's like, no. And just teleports. I'm telling you. Katrina's instant transmission. We need that on Twitter. Hashtag Katrina's instant transmission. I'm telling you now. She's a human version of someone from Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. Dragon Ball Z characters don't even compare to Frieza because there's never been. I said Frieza. Don't even compare to Katrina because there's never been a female dominant, long sustaining character for a long amount of time who wasn't made a joke or who didn't just die and was part robot. Katrina, she's a vampire. She's she's a succubus. She's something. Something. I don't know what this woman is. But it makes my day. This is why I just shouts out to Katrina. Just we looking knives out here, people. So that's why I decided to do that. You know, for the intro. For one, obviously, I'm not wrong for saying Lucha Underground is the hottest drug out here because I'm addicted to this show. I'm addicted. Now, after that, we move to the ring, where Matt Striker and Vampiro tell us about our first match. And it is the returning Sexy Star versus Cobra Moon. Now, I have not gotten a chance to dissect Cobra Moon for you guys yet. So basically, Cobra Moon is this seductive woman who basically wears blue. She crawls around the ring, and her finisher, the best way to describe it, her finisher is a dragon sleeper, which is basically like a Cobra's version of, choking you to death or smiting you, or, putting you in its poisonous, its poisonous bite. Like that's her version of it, and it fits her perfectly. I mean, she's only been wrestling for really 18 months, and for someone who's only been wrestling 18 months, she does not look bad at all. I seriously can say to you, she does not look bad at all. For which, like, I had to be told this, and like, I've heard Meltzer and Alvarez have been like shitting all over. Like, I don't think there's really a character minus Chawaguro or the members of the crew really that I really shit on, and just Lucha Underground. I like Killshot. I hope he has something in the future. I love Jack Evans, and just because it was someone I like, I didn't see him really going anywhere because like it was someone I like. He doesn't fit in the scheme of Lucha Underground, but the way that man can collect his heat, just by screwing with those Lucha Libre fans, just those Mexican fans, and saying he invented Lucha Libre is just incredible to me. I'm sorry, people. I'm dealing with a little bit of a sniffle, so please excuse me here. But Cobra Moon and Sexy Star, relatively good match. I mean, nothing to really rave, like, I'm not going to say nothing to rave home about here, but, like, one thing that'll always look awesome to me is Sexy Star's pendulum, surfboard. That hanging pendulum surfboard is something I honestly thought Cobra Moon was tapping. I've seen Sexy Star matches, but, like, I haven't really gotten a chance to see that. So, I mean, that pendulum surfboard looked absolutely sick to me. Like, I'm just sitting there like, how is Cobra Moon not tapping? It made her look great. It made her look awesome. And just, yeah. And the only reason she even tapped out in this match is because Marty the Moth came out, distracted her when Cobra Moon didn't tap out. Like I said, the only reason she never really tapped out is because Marty the Moth came out, got Sexy Star's attention because she's practically been tortured by Marty this entire time. And Marty catches her attention, which allows Cobra Moon to lock Sexy Star in the Dragon Sleeper. And the Dragon Sleeper makes Sexy Star tap out, and your winner, Cobra Moon. Your winner is Cobra Moon. All right. I mean, like I said, honestly, nothing to really rave him about. Honestly, it was good to see Cobra Moon, but I'm looking forward to really see where, we get the progression between Sexy Star and Marty, because no one's really clear what happened. All we know is that Sexy Star was being, I'm not going to say like tortured, like, she was being whipped and chained, and, she was tied up, but she wasn't getting cut or anything like that. Like, none of that happened, okay? So, there we go. Well, as far as we know, none of that happened, but, like, that's what I want to know. Like, what was going on? what's Marty's motive? Like, what's this all about? Like, is Cobra Moon supposed to be your sister? Like, I'm not entirely familiar here. Okay, we get Rey Mysterio and I can't. I think his name is El Dragon Azteca Jr. If I get that wrong, I apologize. But El Dragon Azteca Jr. sitting there watching a famous eight, famous B. I think his name is famous. I don't really remember. I think it's famous B or famous 8. We got one of these last week, but I didn't really get to see it because I was in my kitchen looking for food, and then I hear that, and I can make you from a robber to a jobber. I mean, I can take you from a jobber to a robber and stealing the show every night. I hear that, walk in, and I'm like, that's no regular car sales commercial, and I figure out, oh, and I see this is going off, and I think his name is Famous 8, and yeah, Ray tells El Dragon Azteca Jr. that you can, well, I'm sorry, El Dragon Azteca Jr. that you cannot be watching TV right now. We have too much to do. And they continue to spar, and then we move on to our next. Wait a minute. Our next match, which is. Oh wait, no, we get a King Cuerno video package, basically breaking down who King Cuerno is and him planning to kill the Phoenix tonight. So, okay, I'm gonna explain to you guys if you do not know, because this is basically what this was. So I want to do this my way. King Cuerno, and then I'll break it down Lucha Underground's way, because I'm pretty sure my way will not explain it entirely, and my explaining of at least what Lucha Underground is trying to do. So, King Cuerno is a predator. And no, not like the WWE version of Randy Orton where I RKO you and I sneak up behind you like some madman. Like, you know, not that kind of predator. King Cuerno's entire gimmick is he's a predator, and whoever he's facing gets his prey. And whoever he tries to beat, well, not whoever tries to beat, he gets into it more than just, I'm a predator, I'm going to call myself something, I'm going to make cool t-shirts out of it. King Cuerno backs it up. The way he fights in the ring, his striking style, like, you just think, like, okay, like, a man who can strike quick, swift, and fast. I just basically described three words that meant practically the same thing. Swift striking, quick, like deadly striking is basically what I mean here. And King Cuerno is just amazing at this. Like, Randy Orton strikes with the RKO, that makes him a predator. King Cuerno strikes fast with everything he does. And then his two finishes. The Thrill of the Hunt is a great finisher. The Thrill of the Kill is not my favorite thing other than Pentagon's Armbreaker and Lucha Underground. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoy King Cuerno, and they basically showed this video packages. He says he's gonna kill the Phoenix tonight. He's gonna make sure this time that the Phoenix is down and dead, and he wants to retain this Gift of the Gods championship that he won from Phoenix thanks to this opportunity for Katrina to open up Lucha Underground Season 3. Okay. So after this, I believe, I'm going to double check, but I believe was Pentagon Jr. versus Prince Puma in a rematch from 2 weeks ago. Yes, Puma versus Pentagon, pretty back and forth match. It will continue my same thing, and I will continue to just, and I hate to even keep making these WWE parallels, but continue to just say, fuck you, Big Show, because you have someone doing a chop. Never mind. It's not worth it, but it's not worth it. It's not worth the shot. It's not worth the dig. It's not worth anything like that. So I'm just gonna break it down as this was an awesome match. It sucks that it had to end as it was picking up, but then again, it doesn't suck because it gives this man back some of his, like, okay. I'll just explain it. As the match was going on, Puma had a little bit of the advantage, but then, Pentagon regained the advantage, and as Pentagon regained the advantage, he was going for a package pile driver, and as he went for that, package pile driver, out comes Mil Muertes, and Mil ain't a happy dude right now. He basically wanted these guys in a triple threat match for his title. Katrina told him no, so he went and took a little bit of action. And I realized just now I might have. Oh wait, no, 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 no. I can't really. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. But he lays out. Mill lays out Puma. Mill lays out Pentagon and Flatliners. But they do try and get offense and they both fail. And week one, like this just shows Mil Muertes and this. I'm telling you, dude, it makes all the sense in the world. Katrina has instant transmission. Mil Muertes got kicked in season 2, episode 1, with a super kick. He got blasted in the face with a super kick and was stunned by Puma. Fast forward about 6 weeks, gets blasted in the face with the super kick by Prince Puma again. Maybe not the same situation. He didn't just get it done with the match, but still, he got blasted with that exact same super kick. It looked like he was going to get stunned. Turned back to him. No. Laid him out. They were both laid out, and then he grabbed both of them, hit a double flatliner. And that was about it. I'm telling you, Mil is a Super Saiyan. Katrina is just... She has instant transmission. She's... If you want to compare her to anything, and this is probably just the worst comparison ever from comparing Dragon Ball Z characters, she's Frieza. She is Frieza. No remorse for anybody. And the only person she'll ever show anything, like, it's kind of true, but then again, it's kind of a disconnect. But I'm done comparing Katrina with Katrina. But Mil just came out here and showed I'm still the man around here. I don't just sit on the throne. He took the sling off, everything, and that man was ready to go. Because at the start of the show, you noticed ominous, without his ominous presence sitting on his throne, Mil was not on his throne. He was busy attending to other matters, choking Katrina. So yeah. But we're gonna move forward. Katrina was basically telling Mil, see, all you needed was some motivation. And then he basically, I think he just said it again. I think I'm not 100% sure about this. I can't remember. But I think Mil said he wants to put his title on next week, no matter what anybody has to say about it, against both of them and squash them. Katrina had nothing to say about it. And then she just gave a look to the camera like, huh. And he says he rules the temple and no one can stop him. Yeah, this is just what he said. He rules the temple, no one can stop him. And this is his house. And I don't know. I even posted on Twitter. Let me re-pull up the tweet. I posted on Twitter, and I basically said, was Katrina annoyed with what Mil said? Was she embracing what he said? Did Mil overstep his boundaries by saying this is his temple? To a degree it is, but to a degree it isn't. He said he runs this place by himself. Does this man realize? And I know Mil, this is probably his way of doing things, and you can't talk a brute like Mil Muertes out of doing things the way he wants to do things, but did he realize with Katrina by his side, basically, he doesn't have to yell for things. He doesn't have to just da da da. Just tell her, I'm getting this. This is how it's working out. Da da da. And Katrina, probably just fine. Whatever. But know the consequences you face if you lose. Oh wait, no, that's just me begging for violence. Oh yeah, here's what I said. Is Mil letting the power get to his head, or is Katrina becoming annoyed of his? Is Katrina becoming annoyed, or is she amused by Mil taking control? Taking control of the situation. That's what I'm saying. This. The look she gave the camera after this just made me wonder, is Mil overstepping his bounds, or am I looking too deep into this? I don't know what's going on here. And I don't even know I put my phone down, because I do believe, finally, here we get Phoenix versus King Cuerno. Oh, no. And I'm glad I didn't even. Okay. So Aztec Warfare is announced for the number one contender for the Lucha Underground World Championship. Because now that we know Millas 100%. Yeah, now that we know that Mills 100%, he basically tells King Cuerno, not King Cuerno, and he told Katrina he wants to fight and everything, yada yada yada. That Aztec Warfare for the number contender has been announced because Aztec Warfare works. Two men will step in the ring. Every 90 seconds, another competitor will enter periodically, and you can only beat that competitor by pinfall or submission. Sounds simple enough. And that leads us to Aztec Warfare. That's what that'll be. And they say 3 weeks from now will be Aztec Warfare. I'm glad they're giving it time to build. I'm not going to say I hope they do qualifying matches. I feel like that sometimes can just be a waste of time. You only can do qualifying matches for something that's really necessary. And I guess it kind of is. I don't know. Like, qualifiers, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence. But you know what? I'm on the fence about that. But Lucha Underground can really make it good. So I don't really think I can really criticize if they do qualifiers. And I don't even really think I can criticize what they put in there because Lucha Underground knows what they're doing. Lucha Underground knows the guys that belong in the World Championship matches and contender pictures and everything. So, with that being said, we move on to our main event, which is Phoenix versus King Cuerno. And King Cuerno, basically, he comes out, Phoenix comes out, and the ladder match ensues. And can I just say, Lucha Underground, you, my friends, you know how to put on some of the most passionate ladder matches I've ever seen. And for those of you who are watching, you've probably never seen a Lucha Underground review or an episode of Lucha Underground. You're sitting here like, what? Passionate? What do you mean passionate? Hear me out, kids. It's not like, okay, you'll see the camera as the ladder, like where you climb, like when my phone starts to rise. My hand versus my phone, ladder match. Body slam, clothesline out the ring. While you get back in the ring, I'll close on you at the ring again, and on your way out, you land on your feet on the apron. I'll knock you out. Like, oh, you're down. I'll climb the ladder, and I'll try and retrieve like ladder matches. Whenever they're in WWE now, they always try and make them a big deal. Like you just never randomly see, oh, tonight we'll have a ladder match for this. Like it's not like 2006. This isn't Jeff Hardy versus Nitro anymore. Like WWE ladder matches have 1 or 2 big spots off the ladder, maybe nowadays. Lucha Underground, someone will try and climb the ladder once or twice during the match, and then after that, it's I'm gonna beat the crap out of you, you're gonna beat the crap out of me. We forget it. Like it feels like it genuinely felt like Phoenix and King Cuerno forgot. Wait, this is a ladder match for the Gift of the Gods Championship. And the only reason I felt like that was because of just how intense they get when they beat the crap out of each other. Phoenix diving off of Katrina's office. On to not diving off of Katrina's. I think he did take a dive though. Other than that, King Cuerno back body dropping Phoenix off the office onto the double ladders that he had set up on the edge of the apron. That was incredible. That was awesome. But this match ends, I must say though, I'm not really gonna go over the entire match. You wanna go over the entire match? Go watch it. It was awesome. Go watch it now. Like, yeah. So, you want to watch it? Go watch it. But as I was saying, oh yeah, the back body drop. This match ended with King Cuerno going for the thrill of the hunt. I want to say thrill of the kill so bad because that name is just so badass for a finisher, and the finisher itself is just King Cuerno. Okay. Goes for the thrill of the hunt. Phoenix reverses it and does the little acrobatic act on the ropes, and then goes on to put King Cuerno through the table. climbs the ladder and retrieves the title. That is it. And that was Lucha Underground this week. And that was an awesome show. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Guys, what did you think of Lucha Underground tonight? What did you think of King Cuerno versus Phoenix? Pentagon versus Puma? I almost said Black Lotus. I don't even know why. Cobra Moon versus Sexy Star. What did you think of the show? What did you think of Katrina getting lifted and choked by Mil Mortis? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what is going on? You know, we'll just decipher that when we get back to it. So, I do want to thank you guys for watching my Lucha Underground video. Leave a like on this video if you already haven't subscribed. You don't subscribe for more of that Lucha Underground goodness on my channel, baby. And we will. See you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Comment or I'll kill you. Subscribe or I'll kill you. Like. No, that's too far. That's too far. I apologize, people. I apologize. I'm going to put this down before I get banned from YouTube. Okay. But like the video. Comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll be back for NXT in a little while. See ya!